We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin.
And today, Faithful Acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is from Willy Pete's Chocolates, it is the RHB Really Hot Bar. We've got dark chocolate with Carolina Reapers, and it is putting a scale here at Danger. So, a lot of the ratings on the other bars I have not found them to be quite as hot as listed. This one, though, with the Reapers, Reapers can really go either way, I think. Certainly they're blazing pepper, but not everything that has Reapers in it is subsequently blazing, of course. So I don't know how these are going to go. I assume it's just actual Reaper chunks in there, but we'll look at that momentarily. For now, here is the Veterans Crisis line. Pause the screen if you are in need, as always, and a veteran-owned company made in Connecticut. So we've got, let's see here. We're just going to go with this. So we got, this is all the chocolate stuff. So I don't see Reapers actually in the ingredient list, which, you know, I will say this for Inferno Candy, they are pretty blatant about putting their peppers in the ingredient list. This one we've just got it contains at the very end. So it could be hot. It could be, you know, this is the hottest level outside of the challenge bars. And those I know are I'm going to take a beating if I ever get to those. They're very expensive. So those are pretty low on the desirability scale for me at the moment, but I mean, if I guess people really want to see them, maybe I'll think about it. But all right, so let's put that there and let's take a look at what we have inside. So far we got this sort of brownish hue here with some little bit of looks like almost pores on it, which could be the Reaper here is a powder, maybe, I don't know. I don't see anything, I don't see any chunks blasting out here. I don't see any chunks at all here. So I'm guessing the Reapers are here as a powder, if I had to guess. But let's just get into it and see what kind of danger we're actually going to be in. The dark chocolate's good. I'm getting a bit of the cloying nature of the Reapers. I find that pepper, when combined with sweet stuff, like candy, can kind of definitely become a bit on the cloying side. Starting to get a noticeable degree of heat here. This is a sweeter dark chocolate than I normally like. I would say it actually is kicking a bit towards milk chocolate, more so than I normally like. I don't see a percentage on here anywhere. I would, I'm right around a 2, I would say, maybe edging towards a 3. That's a nice heat. Not uncomfortable. Very sharp. Very sharp heat, like Reapers tend to be. But it's on the lower side as far as intensity. And a touch of the super hot bitterness there. All right, we'll just sit and marinate here for a second. So I don't know if it's gonna get I mean, it's hovering between a 2 and a 3. That's where I'd put it. It's a very, like I said, very sharp, very intense blaze, but it's not a very high level. It's a yeah, I mean, I'd say it's covering my mouth pretty well. The insides. It's not uncomfortable or anything like that. It's just very clearly, prominently there. So, calling this one, so this would be like a 10. 6 out of 6, 10 out of 10, all that kind of thing. I'm saying it's maybe a 2.5 to 3. For me, anyway. It definitely is hotter than I think most people would like. And Reapers will hang in there for a while. You know, they'll stick around. So this one, I probably am going to have a burn here for a bit. And but it's, I mean, actually it's now starting to taper off. So my feelings on this one, well, I prefer a darker dark chocolate. I guess that's my main contention here. The flavor was okay. Again, much more towards milk chocolate though than for me than to dark chocolate. Certainly, it is the type of bar that you want to kind of reserve for chili heads, and a lot of that has to do with the. I mean, it's a very sharp, intense heat, like I said, which is very typical of Reapers, and a lot of people, I think, will get panicky at that because it is, you know, like solar flare, right? Very bright, very intense. This one isn't that high of a level, but it is certainly, you know, that same sharpness and intensity. Flavor-wise, honestly, I didn't really enjoy this one in terms of flavor. I thought it was okay. I don't know that I would want to have it again. We had some of the super hot bitter in there, which was offset a little bit by the chocolate, but the chocolate, for me, was just a bit too sweet. One of the major reasons that I haven't done any of the, it's probably been over a year, or at least right around a year, somewhere in there, since I've had any of the sweet stuff from Inferno. And it's just because of that. With the Reapers and the sweetness of their chocolate, which I find just too much, that's basically it. It's too much. It's just an overload of cloying sweetness, and I'm not a good audience for that. I'm not predisposed to that even slightly, and it just is quickly something I just don't want to do, and I can't bring myself to eat things that are really, really sweet all that much. Like if that was a competition, I'd be sunk in the water. So this one tends a little bit more towards that, but the heat is almost entirely dissipated now since I've been talking to you. I was kind of gonna run my mouth a bit here and see just how far it went, and it is really, really, really calming down now. My tongue still has a bit of solid warmth to it, but I'm not getting anything along my esophageal tract. I'm not getting anything in my stomach. It is definitely, they didn't use, I actually wish they would have done that. I wish they would have used the actual peppers instead of a powder. There wasn't any chunks of anything in this, and I think that might have helped things a little bit. But as it was, 2.5 to 3 at its high point. And if you like sweeter chocolate bars, if you're a chili head, non-chili heads can skip this one because you will not enjoy it. Chili heads, though, if you like your candy bars on the more towards the sweeter side of things, this is well worth looking into. For me, like I said, it just was. I had high hopes for the dark chocolate, and I didn't quite make it there. So, but there it is, the Willy Pete RHB Really Hot Candy Bar.
Number 4. In peace. To serve the flame.